Happy Friday. What I want to do here is I want to help break down what we do in situations where maybe we want to go out to dinner, right? Maybe, God forbid, you want to enjoy yourself, but you're also trying to burn some body fat and you really want to commit to this process of like weight loss and like dieting, but you also have a social life and you want to have a little fun every once in a while and you want to like be able to enjoy yourself. I get it. And you know what? I'd be lying if I told you that I didn't do the same thing. So how do we balance this thing? How do we have a little wine, have a little pasta every once in a while, have a steak, but still week over week see the scale going in the right direction and still keep burning body fat? Well, don't worry, there is a way, and I'm gonna share it to you now. With that being said, I do encourage everyone, like the process we bring our members through in Carbon Fitness Method is we wanna eliminate before we moderate. Now, what that means is moderating essentially means adding things back in. Wine, alcohol, inflammatory foods like potentially like dairy or gluten or whatever. So we can have all that stuff, and I think it's important to know how it affects your body. And so before you go ham, just start consuming everything, it is important to go for a few weeks where you eat off of a certain list of foods, single ingredient, you get awareness, you collect data, you really start to understand portions, you build your ability to have intuition. Because a lot of people are like, oh, intuitive eating. But if you have crappy intuition, then what good is that gonna do for you? What if your intuition tells you to order a pizza? I mean, that's not gonna help, right? So in order to build the right intuition, you need the right analysis. In order to get the right analysis, you need to go through a period of time where maybe nothing crazy, maybe just a few weeks, where you do track your food. You do pull your scale out and weigh everything, so you can just see what 4 ounces looks like, see what a cup looks like, see how many calories are in an actual tablespoon of peanut butter, not one that you think where it's the entire spoon. You see what I'm saying? So there's a lot of value in that. However, once you get past that phase, we encourage all of our members to reintegrate, right? Reintegration phase, where we bring all this fun stuff back in. We challenge you to have a little dinner out, have some drinks, like order from your favorite restaurant, and let's try to make it fit in your calorie limits, and then build sustainability through showing you how once you understand calories, right? Proteins, carbs, and fats, and you understand where your body's at, well then sky's the limit. You can truly do whatever you want to do. It really does set you free, so you're not stuck in these dogma type diets like keto or intermittent fasting where it's like, I cut out carbs and I lost 20 pounds. Okay, well then what happened when you brought the carbs back? Well, I gained it all back. Cool, so what's the freaking point, man, right? What purpose did cutting out carbohydrates achieve in that scenario? It's a third of your macronutrients. You got proteins, you got fats, and you got carbs, okay? Most people have some sort of a pretty balanced ratio of those in their diet. So what happens if we just take a third of your calories out? You eat less food, you lose weight, right? That's it. However, what if you ate 10,000 calories through steaks and butter and sausage, cream? Would you somehow magically lean out and look like a figure model because you didn't eat carbs? No. If your body burns off 2,000 calories and you eat 10,000, you're gaining fat. It doesn't matter what type of calories they come from, right? So we just gotta break these beliefs, okay? Which is why I truly believe that macronutrients, just understanding calories, right? Just proteins, carbs, and fats. It really is the best way. You can be at a higher level. You're not gonna get caught up in that dogma of intermittent fasting or keto. You're just gonna look at it and be like, listen, I need to eat 2,000 calories, 1,500 calories, 2,500 calories, wherever you're at. I just need to eat this. And I need to get about, anywhere from 80 to 150 grams of protein depending on the body type. You can just do that, and then you can fill in those calories with things you actually enjoy. Well, that's how you can incorporate your favorite snacks. You can really, create sustainability. You can go to a bar and have a couple of drinks, maybe even have some like chicken tenders or tater tots or whatever, and not feel like you're blowing it. Because as long as you understand your calories, you can understand then how to budget for the things that you enjoy and then ultimately just create that sustainability, create that lifestyle that we all want. Let's chit chat now about how we make this happen. Right now, so basically I am going to do this tonight, as a matter of fact. I'm meeting a buddy. We're gonna go to a bar. I'm gonna have a few drinks. I'm going to probably order some tacos. Am I blowing my nutrition? Am I a disgrace as a nutrition coach? Some might say yes, but I say actually what I'm doing is I'm proving the method that we're trying to teach. I'm trying to lead by example on how we do it. Let me ask you this. If I was a nutrition coach, right, and maybe, I'm just shredded and I'm, just body of a god, but all I ever told you to do was restrict your food, broccoli, chicken breast, rice, that's it. Lean, it would be so unrealistic for you. You'd be like, dude, I can't, man. Yeah, good for you, cool. You have a steel trap mind. You have no emotions. You're just a cyborg, and you can do that. Great, but that's not me, right? So if I was like that, it wouldn't be relatable. But instead, I'm in pretty good shape. Right? I'm in pretty good shape. And the reason is, for me, it's a trade-off. Like, could I be 5% body fat and be that cyborg guy? Yeah, and I've gone through phases in my life where I've actually done that. But I can also maintain 10% body fat, which still looks pretty damn good, and have a few drinks for once in a while, have some dinners out, and just really create lifestyle sustainability. And call me crazy, but I feel like that's what you guys want for yourself too, right? And if I'm wrong, comment below. You're wrong. I want to be a cyborg, and then I'll send you the cyborg diet. But if you're anything like me and you're like, yes, I want to look pretty good, but I also want to have a lifestyle and I want to have a quality of life that involves, going out, enjoying a nice restaurant, ordering from my favorite food, or ordering from my favorite restaurant, then I'm your guy, because that's how we do, right? And we get our clients down like 20 pounds in their first 12 weeks. So we crush it with lifestyle. Now, here's how we do it. Let's just say, hypothetically, that you are at 1,500 calories a day, okay? Maybe someone's at 12, maybe someone's at 18, maybe someone's at 28, right? It really just depends on a lot of factors, your height, your age, your weight, your activity levels, all these things, where you're at in your nutrition proficiency, your metabolism. We have a whole system we bring our clients through to identify where their metabolism is at, and then we can build meal plans around that for them. But let's just say, for easy numbers, a nice round number, that you're at 1,500 calories a day. You work with us, and Coach Justin said you need to eat 1,500 calories a day, okay? Now, let's say you're like, okay, but I have dinners out, what do I do? This is how we do it. All right. First thing we're gonna have you do is we're going to get clarity on what you're actually going to eat at this dinner, okay? So, where's it gonna be? Well, what if you're like, I don't know, we just wanna go out tonight? Well, we gotta get awareness here. We can't just live in this I don't know, let's just see what happens kind of space, because that's not a plan, right? Hope isn't a plan. You're just kind of you're not taking it. You're choosing to not choose, right? You're making a decision to not decide. So if this is important to you, which I know it is, or else you wouldn't be in this group, you wouldn't be watching this video, you wouldn't be doing any of this, then there is a trade-off, and you have to just get clarity on what it is you actually want. So we've decided we're gonna do this. This is important to you. So what do we do then? So first off, we wanna decide what restaurant we're gonna go to, okay? So let's just say it's some, Papa Vinny's Italian cuisine, okay? Middle America, USA, Italian. And it's a place you and your friends go to, and Friday night we're all gonna go. Great. So what you're gonna do Friday morning is you're gonna pull out your phone, and you're gonna pull up this really, really amazing tool called the internet. Wild, I know, trust me, it blows my mind. So this thing called the internet, you can go to this restaurant's website and you can look at their menu. I'm gonna bet you $10 that this restaurant has their menu listed on their website on the internet. So the information you need, we can deduce down pretty quickly on what it is you're gonna order, right? Well, you're like, well, I don't know what I'm gonna order. I hear that a lot. In my experience, most folks tend to eat the same 10 things prepared maybe a little bit differently, but essentially the same 10 items on rotation. So we're just gonna make a decision to pick right now Friday morning, before you've had any food in your body, what you're gonna order for dinner tonight, right? You're gonna plan ahead. We're gonna prepare. Mind-blowing concept, but it does tend to work. So we're gonna decide right now what you're gonna order for dinner tonight. Pull up the menu, and a lot of times they'll say right then and there, hey, 8-ounce hanger steak comes with potatoes. Perfect, great information to have, right? So let's just say that's what you want to go with. Okay, I'm gonna do the 8-ounce hanger steak, and it comes with a side of potatoes. Wonderful. So you're just gonna open up any sort of meal tracker, MyFitnessPal, anything like that. And you're gonna type in 8-ounce hanger steak. All right. Well, I don't know. What kind of potatoes? Mashed potatoes? How much? I don't know. We're not gonna get caught up in perfectionism. We're not gonna get caught up in sort of like all or nothing thinking. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take our freaking best guess. So 8-ounce hanger steak, 1 cup mashed potatoes. General entries. Do they use butter? Do they use olive oil? Just make a general mashed potato entry and call it good on that, okay? Maybe I wanna have some broccolini, sauteed broccolini for appetizer. Great. 1 cup of broccolini, a tablespoon of olive oil that they sauteed in. You just keep building out that dinner. I wanna share a bowl of bolognese pasta with my friend. Great. So I'm gonna put bolognese pasta, 1 bowl. Do we know that that's 100% the same size the restaurant's gonna give us or not? No, we don't know. But we're gonna be more or less in range. Can you operate this way every single day and truly get crazy, crazy results? Maybe not. But I think the 1 or 2 times a week that we wanna enjoy ourselves, this is a pretty good way to do it. And I think that it'll serve you well long term to just participate and show up every day and do the best that you can to see where you're at with your food. Now, that being said, half bowl of bolognese pasta and a glass of wine, boom. Let's just say you plug all that in, boom, 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 and you're at 850 calories, let's just say. Now you know, dinner tonight is 850 calories. You're gonna put the biggest meal of your day in your meal tracker first. Right? If it's an out of ordinary type of meal, you put that in there first, you see where it lands with calories, then you can build the rest of your day back from that. So we just did dinner. You have a glass of wine, you have your appetizer, you're gonna share a bowl of pasta, you're gonna have your 8-ounce hanger steak. And let's just say it's around 800 to 900 calories, right? And now you are gonna eat 1,500 for the entire day. So what does that leave us with? Let's just say the dinner was 900 calories for easy math. That means you got 600 calories left, okay? One option then is you have a 300 calorie breakfast and you have a 300 calorie lunch, and then you know that you're gonna make up the lion's share of your calories for dinner. But maybe you are like me and like a little bit bigger of a breakfast. Well, that's cool too. You could do 400 calories for breakfast. You could do 200 calories for like a small lunch, protein bar, smoothie, something like that in the afternoon, and then just practice a little restraint because you know you're gonna get the majority of your calories for dinner, okay? So if you function that way, if you take your commitment to your nutrition seriously, and it's not just this thing that you say you wanna do, but you never actually follow through long enough because you feel like you can't make it work because you wanna have a social life too, I'm telling you, even though it's not perfect, and we might be 20% off, we might be 30% off on our calories because we're making general entries for that dinner, but the fact that you're doing it is keeping you within a certain parameter, because if you weren't operating in that certain parameter, then you'd be 100% off. You know what I mean? If you're trying to eat 1,600 calories a day, and you're not tracking, right? If that's what your body needs to be in a calorie deficit to burn fat to get you to where you want to be, but you're not tracking your food, you might be eating 3,000 calories some days and not even know. I mean, fat adds up so fast. You put some butter in your toast, you're putting olive oil in this, you're doing that, you're having a steak, you're drinking wine. Boom, you can hit 3,000 calories like nothing, right? But if 15 is the number you need to hit to burn fat, or at least around that number to burn fat, then the fact that we're going in there and we're doing our best to hit that number, even if we're 20, 30% off, keeps you in parameter. So that way maybe you actually were 20% wrong and you ate 1,800 calories. Well, call me crazy, but if the worst that it ever gets is you eating 1,800 calories, you're still doing pretty damn good, because if you didn't have that parameter in there, you would have had 3,000, no doubt about it. And that's when you look back over the course of a year and you're like, how did I gain 20 pounds? I feel like I eat okay. And that's because you weren't accounting for it, right? So all that to say, guys, get in there, account for it, do your best track it. Even if it's not perfect, it's something. It's gonna keep you within range. Look up menus, get ahead of it, prepare, plan. Don't get caught by surprise and just be like, oh, whoops. Even though you knew you had dinner that night, you know. Spend a minute in the morning pulling up the meal tracker, tracking your food, and I promise you, in a year from now, you're gonna look like somebody who pulls out their phone and tracks their food, all right? Form follows function. All right, guys, peace out. Have a good Friday, good weekend. If you do have dinner plans tonight, let's see you implement this strategy. Comment below that you're gonna track that food, all right? Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.